Welcome back, everybody. In this video, we are going to continue with the rant videos regarding level syncing, and this one is focusing on what it has done to the roleplay guilds. Now, I have been a part of the roleplay spectrum of SWTOR ever since 2012 when the game first came out, though of course I was also in the beta versions, so before the game officially released to the public. So I've been in the roleplay spectrum for SWTOR for a very, very long time. I have seen guilds rise, I have seen them fall, and I have seen them get absolutely destroyed as soon as the level syncing system came into play at the start of Knights of the Fallen Empire, when BioWare and EA decided to shake things up and start the destruction of their game. So, you guys, I'm going to take you guys on a blast to the past here in this beautiful server that I'm a part of, which is now Darth Malgus, but it used to be called the Progenitor. You guys remember this? I'm pretty sure you guys remember this. This was a massive... This was a big deal back then. This was the biggest Sith guilds that has ever graced this server. The most powerful roleplay guilds that have ever graced this server. These guilds were dark. They were terrifying. They were Sith guilds in every bit of the word. This was the epitome of roleplay back in 2013, 2014, just before Rise of the Fallen Empire, which completely destroyed all of these communities. There are maybe only 2 of these communities left that I can think off the hop that still exist today. House Horrorset still exists, though they are greatly diminished in number, and they are far less what they were back then, let me tell you that. So, this is what happened. Once level syncing became a thing, all of these guilds got together for all kinds of open world events. A lot of RP PvP events, a lot of full-on RP events, and even just randomized confrontation roleplays between them and Jedi guilds on various planets, which do in turn end up either being emote combat or PvP combat. But now with level syncing, well, once level syncing was introduced, these guilds couldn't do that anymore. All of a sudden, everyone was synced down to specific levels on every single planet, which prevented them from showcasing their guild's power. Adding to that, the level syncing of these planets not only diminished their gear, but it also made it where a lot of beginner role players were going to start being able to stand up to like officers and shit like that. It made for a very, very bad roleplay experience, and these roleplay guilds freaking had enough of this shit. They took the level syncing portion of the game to such an extreme, they meaning EA and BioWare, that these guilds had decided, you know what, fuck it, we're just gonna leave. And within a year, this server and Star Wars The Old Republic had lost a great number of heavy roleplay guilds, that now there are just a fraction of those roleplay guilds left. And even then, they do not roleplay and have not roleplayed seriously on a level that has been seen since the start of Knights of the Fallen Empire, when all of this shit started. Level syncing wrecked all of these wonderful, amazing, dark, very evil guilds. And Star Wars The Old Republic needed these guilds, because the roleplay community is what kept this game alive back then. And once they all started going and the roleplay started diminishing in quality, all that was left was a game full of free-to-players who would just come and go, and their accounts would just be completely well, not really a factor in anything other than BioWare being able to brag about user count, even though subscriptions from all of these communities had sunk to an incredible low. They say the free-to-players saved this game. The free-to-players were the cause of the level syncing, which is actually the slow decimation of this game, and one of the primary reasons why this game had sunk to the level it has. The roleplay quality in this game is shit. There are very, very few guilds out there who actually roleplay to the level of an actual guild that is meant to be for Jedi and for Sith. For example, the Lost Praxium, the guild that I'm in, is one of the very, very few Jedi guilds that are left that actually roleplay full-featured Jedi roleplay. It gives you the full experience. Same with on the Sith side, you will see only a small handful. You could count the numbers on, like, you could count the numbers of them on your fingers, and that's how bad the community has gotten, where they actually roleplay as full-fledged Sith, where they actually give you the full Sith experience there. Notable guilds that I have very, very high respect for is Eclipse. The Eclipse guild, run by Darth Malgus, is the best Sith guild for Sith roleplay, because they do it right and they do it amazingly. So if you are looking for any of these guilds where you are actually looking for genuine Jedi roleplay, I highly recommend the Lost Praxium. And if you're looking for the perfect Sith guild to actually roleplay the Sith, the entire Sith experience, from where you actually have to work to get your rank, I highly recommend Eclipse in this Sith side. This is in the Darth Malgus server. So, this rant is over. The roleplay community is destroyed. See ya.